Okay. Hi, I'm Jackie.
Hi, I'm Jacola.
How are you doing today?
So, I'm a lower senior, which means I have one semester to go, and I have to apply for grad school. But I'm thinking of changing my major. I don't know why, but there's this one class that I don't want to take, genetics, and it's a part of my current major. And if I change my major, then I don't have to take it. But if I change my major, I'll be set back at least a semester, or even more. I'm not sure yet, because the major that I want to change to, they have two classes that are not official yet. So I'm stuck between changing my major, applying for grad school, or sticking to my major and doing this class.
What is your major now?
Cell and molecular biology.
Biology. Okay. And then you want to change to
Straight toxicology.
toxicology. Are you in forensic science?
No,
It's
just
just
straight tox.
toxicology. Great. Why did you decide just not to change?
Because I don't want to do genetics. And genetics and toxicology is an elective, but in cell and molecular, it's a core.
And did you know where you want to go to grad school yet?
I want to go here, John Jay.
John Jay, you want to go here? Is there any other, like, did you minor in anything else? Any other things?
No, I have been reluctant in minor. Like, I was thinking of minoring in chemistry, but I don't know. I always had something else to do instead of going to declare them. I don't know if I can still declare.
So if you switch your minor, you'll be set back a semester because you have to take another more classes, right?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 classes, and you don't want to be an undergrad anymore?
No.
Okay, I understand. You graduating in the fall? Well, if,
Yeah, the
if
end
you
of
don't
the
change
fall,
it,
yeah.
in the end of fall. And you go and get your master's here. And why did it come up out of nowhere that you just want to change it? Is it just like you were not interested in your major anymore, or is it just something you like, this is not what I want to do?
So I have a great GPA, and I took genetics before, and I just couldn't. I was just hitting an average of 60, and I couldn't understand it. I've taken other bio classes, and because I couldn't figure it out, I just dropped it because I'm like, I can't figure why I'm not, scoring at least a B+. So I don't have time for it. I don't want to mess my GPA up. I want to graduate with honors.
What's your GPA, if you don't mind sharing?
It's 3.6 now.
3.6. And that class that you dropped, did it affect your financial aid or anything like that?
No, because I was taking like 16 credits.
Oh, 16 credits. Yeah, it was a lot of credits. So, do you have to take that class again for?
If I stay in my major, yes, it's a core requisite.
And what do you think? Like, do you want to change your major?
I don't want to stay extra.
You don't want to stay extra?
Yeah, I don't want to stay an extra semester. I actually want to start applying for grad school now.
So obviously the summer semester's coming up, and you said you would have to be backtracked because of 2 classes. Would you ever think about taking a summer course and taking those 2 classes to catch up, so that you would, if you change your major, you would catch up for the fall semester?
I'm already taking a summer class that's already a core requisite for either major, and it's biochem, so I'm only taking that one course in the summer.
And for a grad school, did you start yet on your studying for your GRE or anything like that?
Oh.
No.
I just feel like the GRE, I feel like if you grasp the concept of everything you've done throughout your undergrad, the GRE should be okay, because I have a friend that just took the GRE and now she's started in IT physical therapy grad program, and she didn't study it. But I think she applied a lot of what she learned throughout grad school.
So that class that you dropped, that you were getting 60s on it, did it intimidate you a lot that it was like, you know what, this is not what I want to do?
I want to do it. It was a very interesting class, but my classmates were all getting 90s, and I didn't know why. And then I asked one of my friends, And he said, you could ask the seniors to help you, but they're very mean because they're graduating, and seniors don't really help, others. And I was like, okay, I'm dropping the class then.
Did you, even before that, did you talk to, or did you have a TA in that class?
No.
Did you even outreach to your professor?
I did on the drop date. Yeah, and she was pretty nice about it. She was like, you should have, reached out to me earlier. I would have guided you. But now today, the decision is all yours.
Do you regret not reaching to her earlier?
I do regret not reaching, but it's that thing you feel that you're at this level, and I don't know. There was just I don't know what's going on from going to the professor.
Yeah, sometimes it could be intimidating because if you feel like if you're failing already, what can I do more?
Right.
So I understand now that it's just what the reason that's not making you change your major is because of that extra semester that you want to stay.
That I don't want to stay.
You don't want to stay. If you stayed that extra semester, would you get financial aid or would you have to pay out of pocket? Well, how did you pay your tuition?
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket. So of course that would really. For that class that you said you don't want to take, is there any other class that it's difficult that you know that you might not get a good grade in it?
I don't know. It's just that class.
It's just that class.
And I don't know why. It's like I think I get it, and when I study, I'm pretty sure I get it, but then the exam, I don't get it clearly.
So you're stuck in between like these two ways. You don't know which way to go at all.
Right.
Is to stay in your major or switch your major.
Right.
Either way has like, if you stay, you have that class that you have to take over again, and then if you don't stay, you have to stay an extra semester.
And take classes that I have no idea.
I bet it's hard to figure that out. It makes it really difficult. If you did stay in your major, would you look more into tutoring and talk to a professor and to get a better grade?
If I do stay if I do stay, I have to take that class. But what I think I would do, like, I would already reach out to the professor and let them know, like, I took this class before and I dropped it mainly because I was not understanding the concepts then. Because I'm pretty sure I have good exam taking skills, so I think I would do that. And so at least I have guidance.
Yeah. Well, that seems like a better option. Obviously, I'm not here to tell you which side you're gonna go. It's your decision to figure out which go. But from what you're telling me, it seems like not changing your major seems like the better option. Especially now that you informed me that you would have to make the effort to go talk to your professor beforehand.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm saying that is just because bachelor degrees, of course, they matter, but at the same time, they don't matter. Just the fact that when you go into your master's, that's actually the real curricular field that you're going to go into. If you get your master's in the major that you want to change to, that will also work out.
Yeah, I know I could get my master's in toxicology.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to apply for grad school for that, to do my master's in that, but
what's holding you back?
Genetics. This was holding me back.
The genetics part.
Yeah.
The genetics part. It's just about trying to make that effort. Like you said, you're going to talk to your professor beforehand. They probably offer tutoring. I honestly don't know the resources, but I could ask someone and email to you later and to show you what resources they have for the genetics. So you could get like your tutoring going on, and I mean, there's no wrong in starting to emailing your professor now for the summer for that class that you want to take, and just start to get like a rough idea of what you're going to go into already. Because how long were you in the class?
Up till the drop date.
So that's in.
I got a W.
Yeah.
And that was my first W ever.
Do you know how you can explain that to when you get into grad school when they ask you why you take that W?
People say lie, but I'm not gonna lie. I swear, I'm just gonna say I dropped it because I wasn't getting it, and I didn't want to go to the end and fail. So I dropped it to regroup. Yeah.
That's good. I mean, also if like you took the class again, and if they saw that if you got, let's say, an A or B, they would see, oh, she actually did the essay credit too. For sure affected that way.
I'll probably ask them, why would you ask why I dropped it? Like, yeah.
I know it's like it's annoying that they ask, but you know, like these schools when they get into the interview, they always ask you, why did you do this? And they look at your transcript heavily, and.
But that's the only W I had, and I'm a science major. I've taken chemistry, level 2, physics 2, so I'm pretty great, calculus 2, I'm pretty great in my sciences. So with that one W, I don't think should, you know, when you look at the other grades, then, you know, I'm pretty sure when I say I didn't want to fail.
Yeah, it should be understandable for them. Did you like get those low grades because you weren't studying enough, or you just didn't get the concept of the class?
I think I just didn't get the concept. Yeah, because I was taking other classes at the same time, and I was doing great in them. So I just didn't get the concept.
How many classes were you taking?
I was taking 4 classes.
4 classes. That was 5, right? Yeah, that's 5. And how many like grades did you get back when you were taking? Like, well, how many exams did you take during that time before the withdrawal period?
For the genetics, maybe 2?
Yeah,
2, because it was 4 exams, which means if you are not above, if you're not like in 80-something average at least, you're not going to be in that A or B bracket.
And what did you get in your grade exam?
I think I got like a 7.2.
And then the second one?
Like 16.
Oh, so you did worse in the second one. Is it like, when you took the second one, did you like stop giving effort and you started more like, you know what?
The second one, actually, I felt